I just had to do a video today just to talk about two of probably the biggest trades I've seen on today's markets. Today, the 25th of March 2020, the US, they've approved their rescue package. And you know what? It was met on Thursday. Sorry, Thursday? What am I talking about? It was met on Tuesday, the biggest rally on the Dow since 1933. Unbelievable move. And we carried on. There was some follow through today going up to 21,500 before the market just decided to turn on a sixpence. And it all started here. As we closed here, open of this bar, that's when we had a first sell trade. That was at 940. I know this is down. We're going to take a look at the DAX in a second, but that was a sell trade there. Explosive move expected. Okay, why? Because we're seeing the arrow on the outside of this channel. This blue line to the blue line here, that's normal price behavior. What we see is when this arrow is outside of that, it's saying, hey, something big is likely to happen. And we saw it. There was a sell there at 21414, and the market then very quickly fell probably about just under 200 points. That's not the big move of the day. I'm going to get to that in a second. Plenty of opportunity for profit, however, even if you ran it according to the stop arrow, there's still a good, 70, 80 points profit or so against that stop arrow there. But what's interesting is we then moved into what we call a continuation trade, and a couple of continuation entries, one here, both of which allowing us to run this trade, and it carried on and on and on. Look how this market carried on. So what we're doing here with a continuation, we're just continuing with an already established trend. So this orange line down, we've got these lines here are both red. See how it flicks then red again. So we're resuming that downward path, and we're in the bottom section of the channel as well. So effectively, what you're looking at is that next wave lower. So it's kind of like we're looking at this type of move, okay? So the first trade up here, we need a few different criteria here. Small pullback, which is what we saw here, and then a roll down, which is then going to look to take us down to new low prices. And that's basically what we got. As you can see, continuation here from 10.08 at 21255. What happened to prices? Well, it just completely dumped. Very, very straight line action all the way down, 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 down. Look at the state of this until our stop arrow here at 206.40. That is a short from 21258. So that's about a 600 odd point move. Okay, a ridiculous move. But actually, very, very straightforward to identify as well. Remember, when it comes to trading, you're looking at momentum. We're not fighting it, we're trading with it. So what we're looking at doing is just jumping on that next wave lower. Again, there is the entry, 21257. And look what this market did. Stopped out here at 20638. That is probably one of the biggest moves we've seen over the recent volatility that's taking place in the markets. Let's have a quick look at the DAX as well, because this was even more of a straight line move. It was quite ridiculous, actually. And again, it started off at that 938, but we just didn't have the pullback here that we did on the Dow. So the entry was on the close of this bar, open of this bar. Again, look at the arrow on the outside of that channel. That's suggesting an explosive move again. Red lines here. So there's the trade on the open of that bar in the bottom section of the channel. Arrow above us pointing down, and red lines as well. So we've got that combination of factors suggesting lower prices. Now the the DAX is going to move maybe a third as fast as the Dow. But my word, what a fall this had. So from 10,000, the market then just cratered down and down and down. Look at this until eventually getting it out here. That from 10,070 pretty much down to here, 9,470. That is approximately a 600 point move. Now I can tell you that normally a good move on the DAX is around 20 points. This one was a 600 point move and an absolutely textbook trading opportunity as well. The point about this is that these markets are really, really moving right now, and you can capture that momentum if you've got the strategies to be able to do it. There is a significant amount of profit and opportunity available. It's just a question of having the tools, the algorithms, the technology, the strategies to know exactly how to do it, and that's where we can help you at Trend Signal.